we do is Aiki 1. So I want to open my body, and how I'm opening my body is by actually letting things stretch out. So I'm just letting them stretch out more and more and more. Okay? And I'm not paying too much attention to what his push is doing. He's just really feathered and in there. But if I was paying attention to what his push is doing, I would say stretching me out more and more and more. Okay? And I don't want to contract. I just want to stretch out more and more and more. He pushes on here, and what happens? The skin of the ball stretches more and more and more. Okay? I can feel it tightening in me, and he can feel it tightening as he pushes. So he's going to do Aiki 1. And I'm not going to take too long here, but depending on what we decide to do for our practice, we could spend a long time and do a lot of talking, working with each other, or not. The Aiki 2 version that we showed you last time, and I'm just going to do a warm-up and remind myself my shoulders are staying over my... Okay. And sorry, and I'm pulling my feet forward as I go down. I'm pushing my feet forward as I go back, so that I have the yin-yang forces. Okay, and I like to tell myself, am I ready to put my head down? Am I ready to put my head down? That softens up my quads. I don't want to shove, prow my quads. My butt back this way, and I definitely don't want to sit back this way. All right. Okay, and then I'm just going down and up and down and up and down and up. I can do big ones. Down and up, down and up, and then he can push in more and more, and I'm using that to be my down and up, down and up. And if you recall, Tando Kodosa number 1. Now let's work on Aiki number 2. Sure. Okay, and you might not have known it. Visually, if you look, you go, oh, Alan touched and then he's moved. I don't think that was the case because it didn't feel that way, but it would be a mistake if that were true. Tom is doing little micro opens and closes. It doesn't matter when, there's no timing. He's doing his rotations. So then the timing is of no consequence really. And either way, I'm helping him. I'm either helping him open or I'm helping him close. And he's not doing it reactively to my push. He's just doing his thing. Okay. And then he's going to do Aiki 2 this way. Okay, same thing with the micro. We start big. It's kind of nice. We can talk about this more later, how we get back without crossing the same line. Okay. Right, and how you depend on the day, how your body's feeling that day, that sort of thing. It's all practice, so don't worry about that too much. Next is this turn, and we'll have Tom do it. So I'm trying to stay in here, and I'm turning this. This should stay in line with this because that's where his hand is, right? And turning. And turning, and turning, and turning, and turning. Now, initially it might be easier for when he pushes, where you feel the force going, if it's this way or this way, and you go, oh, okay, I'm going to go with that. and I'm going to go with that, right? That's a place to start. Where you want to be at, though, is that you don't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? So this would be directly against there, but it's not, because the force is orthogonal, okay? It doesn't matter if how I'm going, coming or going. It's all the same to me. All right, and then we have Aiki 3, and that's where I'm combining, obviously, Aiki 1. But I'm doing Aiki 2 in conjunction with each other. So, okay, so he's pushing, I'm just moving. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not moving in reaction to his body. Sometimes I do, just because I screw up. But the idea is that I do the movements that I want to do, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I should be on center and doing my own thing. Now you notice I'm wiggling all around. I'm trying to get force for me, and I'm moving all around. Later on, when I'm better and he's better, what we'll do is I'll end up doing the same thing he's doing while I'm pushing. So, and you'll notice that this all of a sudden gets a little more challenging. And so, but you notice that, sorry, you going like this anymore. That's because I'm doing this gimbal thing inside of me while I'm doing my pushing. Okay, and the advantage to that is that he gets to practice and I get to practice. I started out by pushing on his chest for this turn here. And if you have it can be helpful to push down here, because if you're not doing it right, this will lag behind. This guy will be standing here and you'll be moving all over the place, and I'll be going, I don't know, I don't think you got it, right? So, so that's useful, but I tend to go to the chest push first because of the problem of supporting this force. A lot of people have problems. It throws another variable in there. I'm not sure how they're supposed to support that force while they're also moving it. There's two neurological things going on. So for lack of a better time, I'm going to bring up an exercise you can do to learn how to do that. So Tom's going to poke in. I suggest, not my belly button, I suggest poke into the big part, meaty part, because that's what you got the most control over. And it's this feeling of, Mom, oh, look at me, I ate so much, right? Okay, and then he goes to a different place. And I say, hello there. And then as, okay, he's going to large muscle groups that are located in different places. So it's not this sheath anymore. And you'll notice that I can talk while he's doing this. Then he'll start to target, these places, the suture points where the two slabs of beef come together. It's a weak point. And so I have to be able to say hello from there too. And then I have to be able to say hello from the side. Okay. And I'm not going like that, right? Okay. This is just stuff. And then eventually you're going in the back as well. And you can just take your time and fiddle around so that you can feel it. Number one. Okay, And he's bridging to number 2. And number 2 this way. Okay, now he's going to do number 3. Okay, and we could, oops, sorry, we could pull off. All right, then I suggest that people go hard, go strong every once in a while. You don't want to do it all the time because you'll probably not learn what you're supposed to. But if you don't do it at all, you're probably not learn what you're supposed to learn. So, and this is kind of like a game. Not like a winner and loser kind of thing, but there's a challenge going on. So if Tom comes over here a little bit further, and I'm just going to go and I'm going to try to catch his center. And he just tries not to have his center be caught. And that's... Okay, same thing over here. Whoa, I was already supposed to be on and moving. All right, enough of this reaction stuff. That's no good. Then, when you get comfortable with that, and you should pull and everything, then you should be able to do another thing. And this is related to walking, which comes in Tandoku Dosa number 4, 5, and 6. But just in relationship to what we've done so far, I'm going to ask him to do something so he doesn't even have to think about walking really. I'm going to push on him and I'm going to say, Tom, you want to walk over to here, okay? And I'm pushing on him, and he needs to be able to get over to there. Okay? And I like to think of it, I'll go over there, okay? Sure. I like to think of it as kind of casual almost, where you're standing here and you go, excuse me, Tom, I'm going to go over, Tom, okay, hold on. I'm going to go over, wait a second, and I'm just saying, kind of lightly, right? I don't want to lean into him. That's not what we do. But what we do is you go, right? And you're kind of gently asking the person to move along, but you don't want to be forceful because, well, that would be rude, right? And you kind of do that in your mind. If you can do that, then where can't you go, right? And you're walking straight into force. So I'm not trying to avoid the force. I'm just manipulating forces so that I can do what I need to do. And he can express force, and it's okay. He gets to do as well. It doesn't matter.
He does. All else fails.
And it's not a competition.